Cancer, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Cancer. You are looking to make a decision, and you're not really concerned about how other people feel about it. Like, your mind is made up and set. You are done. And you're like, this is the direction I want to go in. This is how I'm going to get there. And I'll be damned if anybody stands in my way. So you are hoping to move forward in this particular direction. And you are not concerned at all with how other people feel about it. If they're on board, hey, great. But it's not really a concern right now. Whew, your fears are heavy. So this is the card of tit for tat. These are those types of conflicts that we have with people where nobody really wins and nobody really loses. The battle just keeps going on and on. And somebody always thinks they won until they realize the battle continues the next day. And this card right here, I mean, we all know this card. This is the Dark Night of the Soul. This is the type of stress and anxiety that keeps you up at night. Okay? So the fear that you have is that you're stuck in this cycle of conflict and you're literally losing sleep over it. The reality of the situation is you're making this choice to go in this particular direction because you've been lingering in this heartache for so long, this disappointment for so long, that it's just time to move on from it. And you recognize that. You lingered in it for so long, you almost don't remember how it started anymore. All you have left is the feeling, but your mind, keeps going back to that feeling. And you kind of, so the King of Cups is 100% control of his emotions. He takes full responsibility for his emotions, and he's aware of other people's emotions. Yours is in the inverse. It literally just fell out of the deck as I was talking about it's time to get out of this heartache. So what this kind of tells me is that you feel like your head knows it's time to let go of this pain, but your heart still lingers in it. That's deep. Cancer. What was that card? This one right here. It's like it wanted to come out, but didn't. Let's put the King of Cups there because we already know why he's here. I'm going to pull 3 clarifications on the Page of Pentacles in the inverse. Yeah, there was... You weren't communicating in order to leverage your network and resources at one point, but that's kind of over. You're taking a much more lighthearted approach. At first, it was like you were holding everything you had inside, and now you're just like, I don't even know why I did that for so long. Like, I don't know why my heart is lingering in this space that my head knows is no good for me. I'm just going to chuck it up to me being silly. I mean, not even that, not even you being silly. You're like, I'm just going to take a childlike approach to it and be like, okay, that was yesterday, now today is today. So you weren't communicating and leveraging with your tribe in order to manage your resources properly. And now you're just like, that was ridiculous. Like you're admitting to people that you were being silly, I guess is the way to put it. And you're starting to recognize, I guess, I don't want to say poor judgment, but you're starting to recognize those large decisions that we make. This is like the term hindsight is 2020 comes to mind. So it's not like you made major choices that were big catastrophes, but you're recognizing that you made choices in the past maybe as a knee-jerk reaction and you could have done better. and you're recognizing that this is a habit that you have that you want to grow out of. So, this heartbreak or heartache that we were looking at in your reality, I don't think this has to do with another person so much as you actually doing shadow work, you actually recognizing something within yourself that you didn't particularly like or wasn't serving your highest good, and you taking the time to make that change to be a better person tomorrow. You're coming to terms with, and then that's probably where the conflict comes in, because as we're getting rid of it's easy to go into autopilot and fall into these old habits, and you clearly don't want to do that anymore, and you want to move in this new direction. And this Queen of Swords here, it might be like I said in the beginning, you don't care how other people feel about it, or it might be that the truth just hurts you a little bit to face that, this is the decision that I have to make, and this is the direction that I have to go in. These are the changes that I have to make to myself to be a better person tomorrow. And Cancer, that's amazing. If you can take the time to really put in that extra work into yourself, if you can recognize those habits, those thought patterns that need to change, and put the action where it needs to be, you will be a better person tomorrow. You will. As long as you try a little bit every day to do better than you did yesterday. It's that simple. Because time is going to pass. A year will pass. 5 years will pass. And as long as you try a little bit every day, you'll go somewhere. Just put in that little bit of effort and you will be a better person tomorrow. Recognizing it is just the beginning. Cancer, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.